Hello, hi, welcome everybody to this brand new summer session of Math, Masti and More. So, tell me, I can see you guys are very excited. A lot of students are here from JNVs and OAVs. Tell me if you guys are able to hear me properly and see me properly and everything is good. Okay? If there are no technical issues whatsoever, give me a thumbs up if everything is good and you guys are excited. Okay? And we will start. So, I can see your chats right here and I can see. Oh, okay. I have got a thumbs up. Yes, I've got a yes. Okay, all right. Sneha says yes. Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, Kushi, for confirming. Okay, all right. Let's get started very quickly because, well, in summer we all do masti, and today we are doing masti with math, right? So, first things first, if you don't know me, I'm Anushri. I am an IIT Kharagpur graduate. I have been teaching math and physics for IIT JEE and NEET for the past 15 years. And I love teaching you guys. In fact, we from Khan Academy, we have made a lot of efforts to reach you guys and to give you quality education for free. Okay, everybody. So everything in the Khan Academy website is absolutely free of cost. If you did not know that, I am telling you right now. And now with this, let's go to schedule. So for those of you who have any confusion about the schedule, we meet every Saturday for English sessions. Okay. And for those of you who are interested in Hindi sessions, you can go ahead to Khan Academy Hindi page, Hindi channel, and you will see Hindi sessions on every Wednesday. Okay. So Wednesdays evenings for Hindi session. Here's the schedule right here. And for Saturdays, we have English sessions. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get started now. So, first things first. Here, today's session is all about trigonometry. Okay. So, whether you are in grade 9 or 10 or 11 or 12, you will see that trigonometry is very important, right? The basics of trigonometry is very important. And then we go on to applications of trigonometry, right? So, here we are at the landing page, and as I've told you before as well, if you do not have an account, you can always ask your class teacher for an account, and your class teacher will give you that account. You can change the password, it will be personal account for you. Okay. And this is the first page that you see. Another thing, if you don't get an account from your class teacher, doesn't matter, you can create your own account by just your email ID also. All right. Those of you who did not know that, now you know, and you can tell your friends also. Now, here, this is the first page, and you can see everything's there, right? Entire math, entire science of all the curriculums is there. NCRT and state boards also. You can see Punjab board, Uttar Pradesh board, Maharashtra board, Assam board, Odisha board, and the website is there in all of these languages also. Okay, so if you're good with Hindi, you can go to Hindi website and go for Hindi channels for the videos, and you'll find that. If you're good with Marathi, you can go to Marathi website and you will see the Marathi website. Okay. All right. Let's get to trigonometry now. Now, here we start with the basics of trigonometry. All right. And after that, we will go ahead, get the level up and up and up. Are you guys ready? Yes. All right. Okay. All right. I can see you guys are ready. So the first thing that I will do is start a video. All right. And when the video runs, there is a rule. When the video runs, I will not be speaking. Okay. Because the video will be on. Right. So I will ask you guys as soon as I start the video, you guys tell me. All right. That the sound is okay. You're able to hear everything. You're able to see everything and all's good. Okay. Yes. Ready? All right. Okay. Let's get started. Now, let's get to trigonometry ratios, right? Trigonometric ratios are very important. So let's go ahead and get to the trigonometric ratios. What are the different trigonometric ratios in right angled triangles? Okay. Starting the video right now.
More examples just to make sure that
Let's just do a ton of more examples. Just to make sure that we are getting this trig function thing down well. So let's construct ourselves some right triangles. And I want to be very clear the way I have defined it so far, this will only work in right triangles. So if you're trying to find the trig functions of angles that aren't part of right triangles, we are going to see that we are going to have to construct right triangles. But let's just focus on the right triangles for now. So let's say that I have a triangle where let's say this length down here is 7. And let's say the length of this side up here, let's say that that is 4. Let's figure out what the hypotenuse over here is going to be. So we know, let's call the hypotenuse h. We know that h squared is going to be equal to 7 squared plus 4 squared. We know that from the Pythagorean theorem that the hypotenuse squared is equal to the square of each of the sum of the squares of the other two sides. H squared is equal to 7 squared plus 4 squared. So this is equal to 49 plus 16. 49 plus 16. So 49 plus 10 is 59 plus 6 is 65. Yes, 65. So this h squared, let me write h squared, that's different shade of yellow. So we have h squared is equal to 65. Did I do that right? 49 plus 10 is 59 plus another 6 is 65. Or we could say that h is equal to, if we take the square root of both sides, square root of 65, and we really can't simplify this at all. This is the same thing as 13 times 5. Both of those are not perfect squares and they're both prime, so you can't simplify this anymore. So this is equal to the square root of 65. Now let's find the trig. Let's find the trig functions for this angle up here. Let's call that angle up there theta. So whenever you do it, you always want to write down, at least for me it works out to write down SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. I have these vague memories of my trigonometry teacher. Maybe I've read it in some book, I don't know. You know, some about some type of Indian princess named SOHCAHTOA or whatever. But it's a very useful mnemonic, so we can apply SOHCAHTOA. Let's say we want to find the cosine. We want to find the cosine of our angle. So cosine of our angle, you say SOHCAHTOA. So the ka tells us what to do with cosine. The ka part tells us that cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's look over here to theta. What side is adjacent? Well, we know that the hypotenuse, see here, hypotenuse is this side over here. So it can't be that side. The only other side that's kind of adjacent to it, that isn't the hypotenuse, is this 4. So the adjacent side over here, that side is, it's literally right next to the angle. It's one of the sides that kind of forms the angle. It's 4 over the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse we already know is square root of 65. So it's 4 over the square root of 65. And sometimes people want you to rationalize the denominator, which means they don't like to have an irrational number in the denominator like the square root of 65. And if you want to rewrite this without an irrational number in the denominator, you can multiply the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 65. This clearly will not change the number because we are multiplying it by something over itself. So we are multiplying the number by 1. That won't change the number, but at least it gets rid of the irrational number in the denominator. So the numerator becomes 4 times the square root of 65. And all right, all right. I have paused the video right now because I just wanted to ask you guys, are you guys understanding everything in the video? Yes? How to find the different trigonometric ratios when the sides of the triangle are given? Yes? Are you guys understanding everything? Because once we learn theory from here, we can go ahead and solve questions. All right. That's the agenda here. For anybody who's confused, that is the agenda. We first go ahead and look at the theory, properly understand, and then we go ahead and solve questions. And there we will see who solves the questions first. Okay? Yes? All right. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and continue with this. Okay, so here we have this right angle triangle, and if the the three sides are given, then you can find out the sine, cos, tan. And if two sides only are given, then you can apply Pythagoras theorem and then find the third side and then find the different ratios. Sine, cos, tan, and secant, cosecant, and cotangent. Okay? All right? Okay? Let me go ahead and start the video.
And the denominator, square root of 65 times square root of 65 is just going to be 65. We didn't get rid of the irrational number. It's still there, but it's now in the numerator. Now let's do the other trig functions, or at least the other core trig functions. We'll learn in the future that there's actually a ton of them, but they're all derived from these. So let's think about what the sine of theta is. Once again, go to SOHCAHTOA. The SO tells us what to do with sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So for this angle, what side is opposite? We just go opposite it. What it opens into, it's opposite this 7. So the opposite side is the 7. This is right here, that is the opposite side. And then the hypotenuse. It's opposite over hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the square root of 65. And once again, if we wanted to rationalize this, we could multiply times the square root of 65 over the square root of 65. And the numerator, we will get 7 square root of 65. And in the denominator, we will get just 65 again. Now let's do tangent.
Okay, all right. So we understand how to get the third side from the given two sides by applying Pythagoras theorem. So let's go ahead and solve some questions now. All right? Yes? Okay. I'm going to go get out of this and solve some questions. Now, here we go. Let's find trigonometric ratios using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So, here we go. Now, here is the first question. So, quickly read the question and tell me what your answer comes out. Let me tell you, this is the question right here. So, here it is given. This is the triangle, right? Triangle ABC. And we have to find cos beta in the triangle. So, cos beta, what is the value? Yeah? Okay. All right. Can you find cos? Cos is what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse, right? Cos of any angle. So cos beta here is also going to be adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Okay. And here we have all three sides. So we can say that for this angle beta, what is the adjacent side? Oh yeah, I can see. People have started giving answers. Yes, Mithi, very nice. 8 by 17. Srideva says 8 by 17 also. Gadadhar says 8 by 17. Badrinath says 15 by 8. All right. And Samir says 8 by 17. Kavita says 8 by 17. Okay. All right. So first things first, adjacent means neighbor, right? Padosi. So adjacent side is neighbor side, padosi. And this is the neighbor. So adjacent side will be 8 units. And hypotenuse, longest side of the triangle, longest side is over here 17, which is opposite to 90 degrees. So 8 by 17. That's it. Right? Very, very simple. Everybody understood this? Yes? Cos beta is 8 by 17. So what do we get? In here, we can look at different options and say right here, here we go. We have option number A as 8 by 17. That is the correct one, right? 8 by 17, option number A. All the other options are wrong because not 8 by 15, not 15 by 8, not 15 by 17. Okay? Yes? Does everybody understand here how we are calculating cos of the angle? Okay? Let's go ahead and mark the answer. 8 by 17 and go for a check. Here we go. All good, right? Ready for the next question? Are we ready for the next question? Yes? Okay, let's go for the next question. Right here, this is the next question. And now we have triangle ABC. So, in this triangle ABC, we have to find out tan alpha. Tan alpha in the triangle ABC. What is the value of tan alpha? Come on, quickly tell me. You can see the sides that are given here, right? So how do we calculate tan? Tan of any angle will be opposite side upon adjacent side. So this will be opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side is the far away side, right? Dur wala side. And adjacent side is the neighbor, padosi. So over here, very easy, very easy. Oh, I can see people have started giving answers. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Lakshmi Priya says 24 by 25. Funny video says 24 by 25. Prabhati says 7 by 24. Pratibha says 7 by 24. And then Kapita says 24 by 7. All right, different answers. Sunil says 7 by 24. And Gadadhar says 7 by 24. Okay. Now Arpit says 24 by 7. All right. Let's go ahead and check. Hia Minati says 24 by 7. Sunil says 7 by 24. Okay, all right, all right. Keep giving your answers. What are your answers? Tan is opposite upon adjacent. Okay, opposite upon adjacent. So here, this is the angle alpha. And for angle alpha, which is opposite, the faraway side, durwala side, that is this right here, right? So opposite upon adjacent, opposite is 24. And then we have the next one, adjacent. Which is adjacent? Adjacent will be the neighbor, bagalwala. So here we go. That is 7. That's it. We're good, right? So 24 by 7 is the answer over here. Tan alpha is going to be 24 by 7. Everybody understands? Yes? Tell me in the chat, give me a thumbs up if everybody understands. I will see that you guys are understanding. Okay? Okay, I can see. Dilip got 24 by 7. Yes. Shantu says, yes, you're understanding. Yes. Cricket with me. Okay. Rishi says 7 by 24. Oh, not 7 by 24. 24 by 7. Right? Tan is always opposite upon adjacent. Okay. All right. Awesome. We're good. Want to check? Let's go ahead and write the answer, lock the answer down and check. So here we go. We got the answer as 24 by 7. 24 by 7 is which answer? Oh, I can see right here. Option A doesn't work. Option B doesn't work. Option C doesn't work. Which works? Option number D, right? So 24 by 7, option number D will be tan of alpha. All right. So always remember, the sides opposite and adjacent will depend on which the angle is. The angle alpha is over here, and that is why we take opposite and adjacent for angle alpha only. Okay? Yes? All right, let's go ahead. Write the answer. Option number D is the correct answer. We go for a check and we get some. All good, right? Okay. Oh, your name is Avinash. All right, all right. Your account handle says Sumitra, right? I can see account handles when you guys message here. So let's go ahead, get to the next question. Are you guys ready for the next question? Ready? Okay, here we go. Next question. And here's the next question. So the question is, here's a triangle ABC, right? Here's a triangle ABC. We have to find sine alpha in the triangle. Find sine alpha in this triangle. So let's go ahead, write sine alpha. Now, sine is what? Sine is always opposite upon hypotenuse. So, opposite upon hypotenuse. And do we have the sides here? Yes? What is the answer? Come on. Okay, I can see people giving me answers. Yes. Oh, cricket with me says 20 by 29. All right, Funny video says 20 by 21. Lakshmi says 20 by 29. Mehmi says 20 by 29. All right. Shri Vidya says 20 by 29. And Praveen says 20 by 29. Samir says 20 by 29. All right. Nitu says 21 by 29. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. A lot of people are giving answers here. Okay. I get that. I get that. You guys are smart. You guys have understood this. Okay. Okay. So after this, we are going to go one step ahead. Okay. All right. 20 by 29. Okay. 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 First thing, sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite side for alpha. This is alpha. Opposite durwala. Opposite this one. Right? This is 20. 20. Hypotenuse is the longest side, right? Which is the longest side? 29. Awesome. That's it. Hypotenuse, 29. Here we go. 20 by 29 is the answer, right? Does everybody understand this? Yes? Everybody's getting this? Okay. 20 by 29 is the answer here. Let's go check the options. 20 by 29. So, option A, correct. 20 by 29. Option B, C, D are incorrect. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Option A is the correct answer. And now we go for it. Lock it down. Option A is the correct answer. We go for a check. Go for a check. Are you sure? Okay. Awesome. All good. See? So easy to find sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, cot in any given right angle triangle, right? Three sides are given, then you can find all trigonometric ratios. But now, if only two sides are given, then what do we do? Let's go to the next level of questions. All right? Are you guys ready? Next level, next level. Ready? Tell me, yes, ma'am, we are ready for the next level. We get this much. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next level of questions. Now, here we have the first question. Here's the first question. Yes, I can see that you guys are ready. So, here's the first question. In the given right angle triangle, the sides are 16 units and 20 units long. The sides are 16 and 20. Only two sides are given, right? The third side is not here. We have to find out cosec theta without the use of a calculator. So you can't use calculators and you have to find cosec theta. What do we get? Come on, give me an answer. What answer are you guys getting? Come on, quickly solve. Give me an answer. Let's see who gives the first answer. Okay? Let's see. I can see your answers right here in the chat. Oh, yes. I got the first answer. All right. Who's giving? Sai Swaroop. Sai Swaroop is the person who answered first. 12, 20 by 12. Okay. All right. Who else? YTR Shooter Gaming says 7 by 24. And Gadadhar says 12 by 20. Sai Swaroop, yes, 20 by 12. Very good. Lakshmi Priya says 20 by 12. And okay, yes, I got your answer. Geeta says 20 by 12. Arpit says 20 by 12. All right. Ram Lalu Sahu says 20 by 12. All right. Prabhati says 7 by 24. Oh, you're giving for the previous one then. All right. Oh, the chats are going crazy. Yes. Keep giving your answers. What are your answers here? Okay. Prabhati Sahu says 20 by 12. Shri Vidya says 20 by 12. Dilip says 16 by 20. Awesome. Okay. And Ruby says, okay. Arakshit says 20 by 12. Okay. Then we have Shibhuti says 20 by 12. Babita says 20 by 12. All right. I can see. A lot of you are getting the answers. So now, let's go ahead and solve. Okay. So now, first things first. In any right angle triangle, Pythagoras theorem always works. Right? So we want cosec theta. Cosec theta is always 1 upon sine theta. Right? Cosec is 1 upon sine. So 1 upon sine theta. So sine theta is opposite upon hypotenuse. So 1 upon sine will be, flip it, right? We flip it and we say this is hypotenuse upon opposite. Correct? So we have cosec theta is equal to hypotenuse upon opposite side. And now we go ahead and check. Do we have hypotenuse? For this angle theta, hypotenuse is 20. Awesome. That is 20 upon opposite side. For this angle theta, which is opposite side? Opposite means far away. So opposite means far away. We don't have that, right? This is not here. So what do? We apply Pythagoras and find out the value. Let's say this is equal to P. So now we can say that, yes, P squared plus B squared is equal to H squared for any right angle triangle. And now P squared plus 16 square is equal to 20 square, correct? So we can find out P square is equal to 20 square minus 16 square. Yes? Okay. Easily able to find out. Now, from here, when you calculate, okay, from here, when you calculate, you are going to get P is equal to 12. Okay. Now, some of you will ask, ma'am, how did you know? How did you know? You did not calculate here. And yes, I did not calculate here. I knew because there is a shortcut. You want to know the shortcut? Yes. So, there is a shortcut. That is, you can identify the Pythagorean triplets by just looking at them. So, we have some basic Pythagorean triplets, right? Let me go ahead and show you here. Say, you know 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet? Yes? Everybody knows that? 3, 4, 5? 3, 4, 5 makes up a right angle triangle. Yes? 3, 4, 5. Pythagorean triplet. Pythagorean triplets. Now, the thing is, if I take this 3, 4, 5 and multiply with any number, okay, I'm going to multiply with 2. Then what I get is also a Pythagorean triplet. It's also going to make a right angle triangle. So I get 6, 8, 10. Multiply with 2, you get 6, 8, 10, right? This is also going to form a right angle triangle. Similarly, what if I multiply by 3? What am I going to get? 9, 12, 15. They are also going to form a right angle triangle, right? Okay. What if I multiply by 4, right? So multiply by 2 gives you this. Multiply by 3 gives you this. And what if I multiply by 4? Multiply by 4 gives you what? See, you get 3 into 4, 12, 4 into 4, 16, and 5 into 4, 20. Correct? And that's exactly what I saw. That is exactly what you see. Now in here, I can say that this 12, 16, 20, we already have two numbers. Can you identify? Can you recognize? दो number already हैं. पहचान लो उनको. We have 20 here. We have 16 right here. So if two numbers are already here, the third will be 12. That's it. Right? Think about it. Think about it. You don't need to calculate. You just take the basic Pythagorean triplet and say 3, 4, 5 का कोई भी multiple, any multiple, 3, 4, 5 into 2, 3, 4, 5 into 3, 3, 4, 5 into 100, 3, 4, 5 into 1000 will be sides of another right angle triangle. Okay? Does this make sense? All right. So right here, I will say 12 is the third side, and that's what we get, 12 as a third side. And now we go ahead and write the value. So opposite side is equal to 12. And what do we get? We get 12, 20 by 12 as the cosec theta, right? Okay. 20 by 12 is the value of cosec theta. Tell me if you get this. Yes? Everybody understood? So we find the third side from the Pythagoras theorem, and then we find any trigo ratio that we want. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and write the answer. 20 by 12 is the answer here. And now I am going to write and check. 20 by 12 is the answer. So here we go. 20 by 12. And go for a check. Okay. Needs to be simplified. All right. 20 by 12. 4 by 4 by 3. All right. 5 by 3. Yes. Check. All good. All right. All right. All right. Yes. All right. So you can write 20 by 12 as your answer, or you can write it in simplified form, which is 5 by 3. Right? Okay. Let's go to the next question now. Are you guys ready for the next question? Yes. Okay. All right. We go to the next question. All right. Let's go. Here's the next question. And what do we have here? We have another question. Now, let's see who gives the answer first. So, cot theta is 24 by 7. Cot theta is 24 by 7. That is given here, right? Cot theta is 24 by 7. We have to find out cos theta without the use of a calculator, right? Cot theta is given 24 by 7. We have to find out cos theta. So, what do? The first thing that we do is, yes, make a triangle, make a picture, make a diagram. Okay? All right, all right. I can see that. Oh, people have started giving answers. All right, all right. Here, Lakshmi says 24 by 25. All right. Arpit says 7 by 24. And who else is giving? Ahalya says 7 by 24. Neetu says 7 by 24. A. Venkat says 24 by 25. All right. I can see that. Now, see, cot theta is given, right? Cot theta is given. That means, oh, reverse of cot is going to be tan, not cos, right? So, no, it's not going to be 7 by 24. Okay, that's just a hint. I'm giving you a hint. 7 by 24 is not the answer. Okay, so keep going, keep going, keep going. What's your answer? We make a right angle triangle. Okay, so let's make a right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle, we mark theta. This is theta. Now, what is given? Cot theta is 24 by 27. And what is cot theta? Cot theta is 24 by 27. Sorry, 24 by 7. And that is 1 upon tan theta. So that is 1 upon tan theta. That is equal to base upon perpendicular. That means adjacent side upon opposite side. So adjacent side upon opposite side. That is cot theta. Now, यहाँ पर you can see 24 by 7 being adjacent upon opposite. So 24 is the adjacent. That means neighbor. Neighbor is 24 right here, and opposite is the farther away side. Opposite is 7. So opposite will be this, which is 7. Okay. Now we have a Pythagorean triplet, right? Okay. We can apply Pythagoras theorem and find out the third side. And we can say that hypotenuse is not here, but we already know how to apply Pythagoras theorem. So here we go. H square is equal to P square plus B square. So H square will be equal to P square plus B square. That is 7 square plus 24 square, which is equal to 25 square. Correct? Yes? That means H is equal to 25 units, and that's what we write. So H is equal to 25 units. It is not a question mark anymore. We found it. This is 25, right? Okay, so what is the value then? Come on, cos theta. Now cos theta here will be equal to, yes, adjacent upon hypotenuse, right? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is, yes, 24. It is there already. 24 upon hypotenuse is 25. We just calculated. Correct? So what do we get? The answer is, yes, 24 by 25. 24 by 25 is the answer. Yes, Sai Swaroop says 24 by 25. Neetu Devi says 24 by 25. Ratesh, yes, Ramesh got 24 by 25. Babi Kumari got 24 by 25. Awesome. Awesome. Everybody's getting it? Yes? So the answer is 24 by 25. And now we go ahead and check. So tell me if everybody understood this. Acha, Devi is asking, ma'am, how? Okay, okay. So first things first, we had cot theta. We had cot theta, 24 by 7. So we draw a triangle. Okay. We draw this right angle triangle, make a picture so that we see everything clearly. Right? Okay. Draw the triangle, write the values. 24 by 27 being cot theta means we have 24 as the base, adjacent side, 7 as the opposite side, but we don't have hypotenuse. So we apply Pythagoras theorem to find the hypotenuse. Okay. This is where we find hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 25, and then we can go ahead and say cos theta is nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse, which is 24 by 25. Okay. Yes? All right. Now, can it be simplified? No, it cannot, right? So we just write 24 by 25. There is no common factor to cancel out here. So let's go ahead and write 24 by 24 by 25. All right. Go for a check. All good. All good. We're good. Right? Okay. Tanjiro says, I have a doubt. Okay. Okay, Tanjiro, what is your doubt? All right. Ready for the next question? Yes? Ready for the next question? Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the next question. So, here is the next question. Again, we have right here. We have the next question right here. Are you guys ready? Yes? Quickly solve and tell me what your answer is coming out. Okay. So in the given right angle triangle, the sides are 8 units and 17 units long. So there are two sides given here. That means one side is 17 units, one side is 8 units, but the third side is not here, right? The third side is not here. We have to find out cos theta value. Okay. Cos theta. What is cos theta? Okay, people have started giving answers. I can see Kundan Chaudhary says 15 by 17. All right. And Mezanic Gamer says 17 by 8. And Dilip says 15 by 8. Piyush says 15 by 17. Kabira says 17 by 8. Mehmi says 15 by 18. All right. Who else? Babu says 15 by 17. Okay. Who else? Arpit says 15 by 17. Okay. All right. So many different answers coming up. Okay, okay. Come on, guys. Tell me your answers. What are your answers coming up? Okay. Clutch says 15 by 17. Arpit says 15 by 17. Sumutri Rekha says 15 by 18. Okay. All right. Sai Swaroop says 15 by 17. Okay. All right. All right. A lot of different answers. What do? We apply Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. Okay. Always in any right angle triangle, we find the third side by Pythagoras theorem. So let's do that. Yeah, very, very simple. So here we have the third side. Let's call it base. And we have perpendicular already. We have hypotenuse already, right? This is the angle theta. So we go ahead and solve. And we say h square is equal to p square plus b square. Now, h is hypotenuse, which is 17. So 17 square is equal to p square plus b square. P is 8. So 8 square plus b square, which is base. Okay, b square. This is not given. We can find out b from here. What do we get? Come on, come on. What is the value of b coming out? What is the value of b coming out from here? B will be equal to how much? Come on, tell me from here. We have 17, we have 8. What will be the third number? Yes? Yes? I can see a lot of people giving me 15 as the answer, right? Okay, all right, all right. So, what do we say? B square will be equal to 17 square minus 8 square, and 17 square minus 8 square, that will be b square. So, yes, 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 exactly. 289 minus 64, that gives me 225. So b square is 225. That means b is equal to 15. Okay. And you can always go ahead and remember the common Pythagorean triplets, right? It's always a very good idea to have a remembrance of common Pythagorean triplets. So this is another common Pythagorean triplets, right? So we have 8, 15, and 17. These three make up a Pythagorean triplet. So we can say b is equal to 15. And now cos theta is nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent upon hypotenuse, and adjacent side is the neighbor, right? Adjacent is the neighbor. So what do we get? Here we go. Here we have theta, and this is the adjacent side, which is 15, and hypotenuse is h, which is 17. Very simple, right? 15 by 17. Okay? All right? Okay. So let's go ahead and write 15 by 17. 15 by 17 is going to be the answer. Everybody gets it? Yes? All right, let's lock it. Go for a check. Awesome. All good. Yes? Okay. 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 Now, now, I hope this concept is very, very clear for you, right? That means whenever you have a right angle triangle and only two sides are given, then you can find the third side by Pythagoras theorem. You can find any ratio out there, right? Very simple. Give me a thumbs up in the chat right now if you guys understand this very, very well. Sub clear hai, everything is clear and you understand this. Yes? Okay. All right. All right. All right. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next part of it. Okay. So what are we doing? We did basics of trigonometry right now. And then we go ahead for applications part. Yeah. Because that is also very important. Yes? Okay. I can see a lot of thumbs ups here. A lot of love. So I can see you guys understand. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and go to applications of trigonometry now. So here we are, applications of trigonometry, and I bet a lot of you understand that trigonometry is such a vast topic that it has loads of applications, right? And whether you are in grade 9, 10, 11, 12, you are going to need how to apply trigonometry. Okay? All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's get intro to heights and distances. All right. Now, here's the time again that I'm going to start a video. So when I start a video, I will not be able to speak. So as soon as the video starts, do let me know if you're able to hear everything clearly. Okay. Sound is okay. Video is okay. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Tell me everything's good. I will not be able to speak when the video starts. Okay. All right. All right. Let's start. Let's start.
And distances. Let's imagine that you are Superman. To get introduced to heights and distances, let's imagine that you are Superman. And in front of you, there's a building. And on the top floor of that building, there's somebody who needs your help, an innocent citizen trapped by a cruel villain. A generic Superman story. And now, if you're a normal man, then maybe you'll run all the way here, take an elevator, and then go there. But you're Superman. So you decide to fly straight over there. And you want to know how far you have to go to reach there. In other words, you want to find the length of this line. Well, there are many ways you can find it, but because you're Superman, you come up with a way that you can do it really quickly. And one of the features that you have as Superman is that, I don't know if for the ones who are not familiar with Superman, Superman can shoot lasers from his eyes whenever he wants to. So now you can shoot lasers from your eyes. Now, the thing about this laser is that it shoots exactly in the direction that you're pointing your eyes at that moment. So if you're seeing straight ahead without tilting your head up or down, then this laser points exactly along the horizontal. Now, okay, how can this be useful to find how far you should fly? And that's where things get clever. So, what you do is that you start tilting your head up, 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 up until you reach the top of the building. Your laser reaches the top of the building and it's pointing exactly to where you want to go. And then what you do is that you find out how much you have to turn your head. That's all you did. You didn't have to go fly there. All you did was find out how much you had to turn this laser from the horizontal position till it points towards the top of the building. And you found that this angle is 45 degrees. Now that's a lucky coincidence because this could have been 63.275 degrees. But in this beautiful world, we got it to be 45. Now the question to you is, how will you use the length that you are from the building, the distance that you are from the building that Google Maps is telling him, and this angle that you had to tilt your head such that, how much should you have to tilt your head such that the laser points there? Using these two, how can you find the length of this line segment? Now notice here that the thing to notice here is that this building makes a right angle with the horizontal. That's the key idea over here, which means that you have a right angled triangle over here. Now that you can see a triangle, you can ask, okay, I know one angle. I want the adjacent. I actually want the hypotenuse. I know the adjacent. What ratio connects the adjacent and the hypotenuse? And you know that that ratio is called something. It's called cos. So if you have cos of 45, if you remember, or you can look up in a book the cos of 45, then you will be able to find this distance, which is what you want. So let's write d over here. And maybe you have a little book where you've written the cos of 45. The way I remember it is that I remember what I call the 45 triangle. I'm going to draw it over here, the 45 triangle. By that, I just mean a right triangle that has a 45 in it. And I know that if this side of this is 1, this also has to be 1. That's what I actually remember because this is 45 and this is a triangle, then this must be 45, which means it's an isosceles triangle. These two sides have to be equal. And then I can use Pythagoras theorem to just write root 2 over here, root of 1 square plus 1 square. And with this triangle in my mind, I can remember or look up all the ratios that I need. Sine 45 will be 1 by root 2, cos 45 will be 1 by root 2. In the case of 45, these two are equal, and tan will be 1. Cot will also be 1. So I can do that. And in this case, what I need is cos 45. So what I do is that I write, okay, cos of 45 degrees must be equal to the adjacent by the hypotenuse, no matter what the triangle, what size the triangle is. They're all gonna have the same ratios. That's why remembering these ratios are useful. So 100 by d. And now I can replace cos of 45 with 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2. And now, of course, you can just find the answer. If you cross multiply, you will get d over here and 100 root 2 over here. So d equals 100 root 2. And what's the unit? 100 root 2 meters. 100 root 2 meters. Now you can leave it here. I mean, that's what I'm tempted to do. But if you want to find what the answer is, root 2 is approximately 1.414. So 100 root 2 will be 141.4 meters. 141.4 meters. So there it is. You have it. Now,
All right. So till now, I hope everybody understood, right? What are we doing? We're understanding the angle of elevation and angle of depression using Superman. How cool is that, right? I love Superman. And no, I love Batman more, by the way. But how many of you love Superman? And Superman has this thing about the laser eyes, right? That's what is being shown in the video, right? So the thing with the laser eyes, wherever you look, that is your line of sight, correct? And if you look up, you have an angle of elevation from horizontal. See, if you go ahead, and you look up, then this angle from horizontal is the angle of elevation because you're going up. If you look down, then this angle from horizontal that you look down by, that is angle of depression, correct? So is this clear, right? We are learning angle of elevation, angle of depression using Superman. How cool. Okay, all right. If this is clear, give me a thumbs up and I will restart the video, okay? All right, let me go ahead and restart the video. So here we go.
why did we talk about Superman and lasers shooting from the eyes? We did that because you don't have to be Superman to imagine a laser shooting from your eyes. If you're Superman, the laser will actually shoot. But if you're not, you can imagine a laser to be shooting from your eyes exactly in the direction at which you're pointing your eyes at that moment. And that line is what we call, there's a name for this line. That line is what we call the line of sight. Line of sight. So if you're not tilting your head above or below, your line of sight will be exactly along the horizontal. And then as you tilt your head above and above, your line of sight goes there. Your line of sight is basically that laser that shoots from your eyes in the direction that you're seeing. And then you keep tilting it, and maybe you reach another point. Now your line of sight is over here. Now you had to tilt your head by 45 degrees from the horizontal, right? This angle is called the angle of elevation of this point as seen from you or seen by you. So I'm going to write this, the angle of elevation. Now notice why we have a name like this, right? I can now say, I gave you a big story. Superman shoots lasers from his eyes. He had to turn his head 45 degrees from the horizontal such that his laser points right at the top. Right, that was a long story. A much shorter way of saying this is that the top of the building has an angle of elevation of 45 degrees as seen from or as seen by Superman. That conveys the exact same thing. You will know, oh, okay, this means that the big version of that is this means that if Superman kept his, or anybody, doesn't matter, it doesn't matter that it's Superman. If anybody were at the horizontal, they would have had to tilt their head by 45 degrees such that the laser from their eye, the imaginary laser from their eye, would point to the top of this building. So, this new word is really useful. It's a short form for a long story. And a lot of the questions that we will play with all happen to be stories that we will break down into diagrams like this and find the right triangles. Now, this is a new word, the line of sight. This is another new word, the angle of elevation. We have one more new word. It's called the angle of depression. Now, you may be able to guess what that word should mean because you can see what angle of elevation means. Think about it. Let's play with a scenario to understand what angle of depression is. Now, in the second scenario, let's say Superman is on the top of the building. He has finished saving and now he's relaxing. And then there is a citizen walking their dog and they're about to collide with a bicycle. Now, Superman wants to save them, but the only thing you know this time is that the angle of depression that they have, the angle of depression of them, the citizen, from Superman's point of view, is 60 degrees. That's all you know. But you know what angle of elevation is. So can you guess what this must mean? What does it mean to say the angle of depression of them is 60 degrees as seen from here? Think about that. Now, let's visualize this. Let's again imagine Superman's just relaxing, so he has no idea. So his line of sight is just along the horizontal. He's just looking into the sky. And what happens is that now that he has to look at them, he has to turn his head down. So he's going to turn, and then point towards them. He's obviously not pointing the actual laser. He's pointing towards them. And how much did he have to turn his head? That's what we call the angle of depression. So this distance, this angle actually, this angle that he had to turn his head is what we call the angle of depression. This angle is given to be 60 degrees over here, and that's the angle of depression. That's the other new word that you may want to know, the angle of depression. That's just a short form for saying from the horizontal, you will have to turn your head 60 degrees downwards to see whichever point that you're talking about. So,
All right, all right. So till now, did everybody understand? Yes? What is line of sight? What is angle of elevation? And what is angle of depression? Yes? Okay, all right. Now we come to the next fun part, which is solving questions. Come on, guys. Tell me, give me a thumbs up. Yes, ma'am, we understood so that we can go ahead and solve questions. Yes? Yes? Okay, all right, come on. Give me a thumbs up in the chat right now that yes, we've understood. And now we go ahead and solve questions. Come on. Here we go. All right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. I've started getting your chats here. Yes, the thumbs up. And yes, you are ready for the questions. I'm also ready for the questions. And you know the protocol, you know the rule. The rule is that I will show you a question and you give me your answer. Okay? Everybody solves a question immediately and gives me an answer. All right, all right. Let's start. Applications of trigonometry, heights and distances, word problems with one triangle first. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Ready? Yes? Okay. All right. Let's go. Here is the first question. The first question is the angle of depression from a boat to a fish swimming inside the lake is 60 degrees. Okay. The angle of depression is given as 60 degrees. The fish is 17 root 3 meters below the surface. The fish is 17 root 3 meters below the surface. How far is the fish from the boat? Okay. Got the question? Everybody understood the question? Now, tell me your answers. Come on. Come on. Let's see. I'm going to check who gives me the answer first. Come on. In the chat right now. All right. Well, no answer yet. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see who gives the answer first. Yes? Okay. Okay. I have, what, 200 people in the room right now? Let's see who gives the answer first. All right. So, first things first, what do? We make the picture. We make a diagram, right? That's what. In any application of trigonometry question, we first make a diagram. So, oh, Vanshika gave me an answer 30. All right, Vanshika, first one to give me an answer. All right. Who else? Bidisha says 30. All right. And Devi Prasad says 30. And okay, Sarvaya says 200. Okay. Ajit Behra says 30. Samir Raj says 30. And Vijay Kumar says 30. Sunil Rathore says 30. All right. Animesh, Tanu, Sujata. Oh, now everybody's just saying 30. Are you guys solving it? Yeah, yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, everybody's solving and giving me answers. Your own answers. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's go ahead and write. So, I can see a lot of answers coming here. A lot of people are getting 30. Oh, Pro Gaming got 45. Okay, a different answer, different answer. So, a lot of people are getting 30. Pro Gaming got 45. Oh, you're just giving answers now. You're giving 556. Okay. All right. Now, let's make a picture. Here we go. We make a right angle triangle. Right? What is happening here? Angle of depression from a boat to a fish swimming inside the lake. So here is the lake surface, right? Here is the lake surface. Here is the boat, right here. Okay. This looks good for a boat, right? Anybody sitting on the boat will have to look down for the fish, correct? Okay. How much down? If this is where the fish is, right? The fish is right here, swimming peacefully, being happy, and the person on the boat looks at the fish and says, wow, that's a good fish. So this angle right here is going to be 60 degrees, correct? Angle of depression, the angle by which the person looks down from horizontal. Okay. What else is given? It's given the fish is 17 root 3 meters below the surface. All right. So the depth below the surface is given as 17 root 3 meters. That means here I have 17 root 3 meters as the depth of the fish. Fish is at this level and surface is at this level. And this is 17 root 3 meters. Correct? This is the diagram. This is a diagram. Everybody gets this? Yes? Okay. Okay. Now what? Now we go ahead and check. Question is, how far is the fish from the boat? So the fish is right here. The boat is right here. So what do we want to find out? We want to find out this distance, correct? We want to find out this distance. That means this is hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. We want to find out h. And can you see that if this angle right here is 60 degrees, then we have two parallel lines and a transversal. So the alternate interior angles are equal, and I have this angle as 60 degrees also. Yes? So, okay, I can see different answers coming up. All right. Sai Swaroop says 17 meters. All right. And Devi Prasad says 34. Okay, all right. And Kundan Chaudhary says 30. Devi Prasad says 34. Okay, all right. Yeah. I see you guys are getting the idea. I can see. Come on, think about it. Think about it. What's going on here? We want to know this distance. This angle is given as 60 degrees, right? So we have a right angle triangle. And what do we have? We have opposite side and hypotenuse. Opposite side and hypotenuse. So which is going to connect? Which ratio is going to connect? Sine theta, correct? Sine theta is going to connect opposite side and hypotenuse, and I'm going to say opposite side upon hypotenuse is equal to how much? This 17 root 3 upon h, which is here. And the angle is 60 degrees. So sine 60 degrees is equal to 17 root 3 upon h. Sine 60 degrees is how much? Sine 60 degrees is, I know you guys know that, root 3 by 2, correct? So I'm going to write this is equal to root 3 by 2. And from here, we have root 3 getting cancelled out and cross multiply. H is equal to 17 into 2. That is equal to 34 meters. So H is equal to 34 meters. Correct? Does everybody understand? Yes? Easy, right? H is equal to 34 meters. How do we do that? We first look at the word problem. When you have any word problem, koi bhi word problem, you draw the diagram first. Write everything in the diagram and find right angle triangle. Okay? Then it becomes easy. As soon as you find the right angle triangle, then it becomes easy. Okay? All right? All right? Tell me, everybody, give me a thumbs up if you understand this really well. Yeah? All clear? Everybody understands? Yes? Okay? All right. So H is equal to 34 meters. Now I'm going to go and write the answer. H is equal to 34 meters. And here we go. 34 meters. Go for a check. All good. Right? Yes? Okay. Now, with this, we have seen a good amount of trigonometry. We have had a lot of fun with trigonometry. Tell me, did you guys have fun or not? Yeah? You had fun? And do not forget to do exercises, right? There are exercises here in the description box, the link in the description box. And you know what? Now that we have talked so much about trigonometry, now that I've explained to you and you understand that, I'm going to ask you to promise. Okay? Yes, the class is over. We are winding down, but tell me how many of you will promise that, yes, ma'am, we will do exercises and come back. Okay? So I'll see you next Saturday. Again, do the exercises. Give me here in the chat right now. Write in the chat that, yes, ma'am, I promise I will do the exercise and then I'll come back. Yeah? Come on. I can ask you for a promise. Yes? If I'm teaching you, I can ask you for a promise. Yes? Yes. So, tell me if you can, tell me if you are going to do it. And yes, once you do the promise, you have to keep it. So, different exercises are there. If you're in 9th grade, you have 9th grade exercise. If you're in 10th grade, you have 10th grade exercise. 11th grade, separate exercise. 12th grade, separate exercise. If you just have fun, you can do all the exercises, right? Doesn't matter. So, here we go. Okay. Yeah, Vijay Kumar says, yes, ma'am, I promise. And Sumrikat, I am sorry, I'm not able to pronounce your name. Upendra says, yes. Okay, I can see a lot of guys are promising here. Yeah. Okay. Ravindra says yes. Mitu says yes, I promise. Akhalya says yes, I promise. Rishi says, okay. All right. Yes. All right. So yes, we're winding down and we're good. This was awesome. This was fun. So see you again next Saturday. A lot of people were asking about Hindi classes. Hindi classes are happening on Wednesdays. Okay. So अगर आपको हिंदी में क्लास करनी है तो आप Wednesdays को आ सकते हैं and that will be in the Hindi channel. All right. For English, we meet here on Saturdays. All right. So Here is the schedule for English again. And yeah, go ahead, go have fun. This is summer. Go be happy, have a lot of fun, and do the exercises. Learn a lot also. Be curious. Until next time, happy learning. Bye bye. Bye, everybody. This was amazing. Bye, everybody.